welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I'm Marin and today's video is going to be my May TBR featuring my next round of Bookopoly. So let's go ahead and get into it. As always, I am going to go ahead and start off by recapping how I did with the picks for my April TBR. The dice were a little unkind to me. I did have 8 books, so let's just kind of go through them and see where I'm at. So roll number 1 gave me highest rated. For that, I chose One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against This by Omar El Akkad. I have not read this yet, but it is short, and as of filming this, I still have 5 days left in the month. So this is my plan to start tomorrow, and it will probably take me a couple of days. So I'm going to go ahead and check this one off, even though I have not yet read it, and I'll put a little note right here if I do indeed get it read or not. My next roll landed me on chance, and I was given I Must Betray You by Ruta Sepetys. I am currently listening to this on audio, and I am a little over halfway done with it. So again, this one will definitely get done probably tomorrow or the next day. It reads pretty quickly, and I am very curious to see how this is going to end. So I will not have any trouble getting this one done. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this one complete as well. My next roll landed me on series TBR, and for that I chose The Queen of Atolia by Megan Whalen Turner. This is book 2 in her Queen's Thief series, and I did read this one. My next roll landed me on lowest rated, and for that I chose The Divines by Ellie Eaton, which I did read. Roll 5 landed me on mystery. For that, I chose The Inheritance by Trisha Saklechka. This was the Literally Dead book club pick for April, and I have read it. Roll 6 landed me on highest rated again. For that, I have Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man by Emmanuel Acho. I am currently reading this. You can see I am tabbing it. I am almost halfway through with this, and I am planning on finishing this one today. So we're gonna go ahead and mark this one complete as well. Roll 7 landed me on TBR Vet. For that, I chose Notorious RBG by Irene Carman and Shayna Konijnik, and I did read this one. And roll 8 landed me on a book for a vlog. For that, I chose Jackal by Erin E. Adams, and I did read this one. So overall, I have started 7 of the 8, but I thoroughly believe I will have all 8 of them complete. Again, I will have already put the note on the screen if that was not the case, but we're gonna proceed as if it is. So I will be picking a reward prompt for this month's TBR. I have 2 left over that I have not used yet, so we'll see if those come into play. But for now, let's go ahead and pick the reward for this month's TBR. So I do have 4 rewards left to choose from. I'll go ahead and shuffle them up, and we will pick the one for this month, see if I even need to use it. Again, I still have Ignore Doubles and a reroll reward available. So let's go with this one. This one is double up 2 prompts. So that means I can combine 2 prompts from the game into one, which might be helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my reward collection. Again, if you have reward ideas, I am down to just 3, so feel free to leave those in the comments. But we'll add this one, and now we're going to go ahead and get into the rolls, see how nice the dice are to me, and if I can fit the books that I'm hoping to read onto the TBR. All right, the board is set up, so we're going to go ahead and get ready for roll 1. I am starting on vlog, as that is where I ended last month. So here we go. We have a 6. Okay, that is a mood read. That is a very nice start. Roll 1 was very nice to start this game off. It gave me mood read. I am actually going to go with a book that I have out from the library. That is Finley Donovan Digs Her Own Grave. This is the newest installment in the Finley Donovan series by El Casimano. I have enjoyed all of the previous ones. The first one's still my favorite, but I personally have enjoyed all of them, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. This one involves her very nosy neighbor, I think, so I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in this one, but this will be my mood read because I also have the audiobook out from Libby. All right, let's do roll 2. We have an 8, We have person on the cover. Roll 2 gave me person on the cover. I am actually going to go with people, plural, because I will be reading In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. This is the second book in the Love Light series. I read Love Light Farms in December and really enjoyed it. However, I have paused on her newest release, which is First Time Caller, because I was not feeling that one. So we'll see how this one goes, but this will be my pick for person on the cover. You can see there are 2 of them. So this is also part of my spring TBR. So this is very helpful to get on. All right, roll 3. And we have a double, because of course we do. That's a 12. Okay, fiction. Roll 3 gave me fiction, and I'm going to actually go ahead and use one of my reward prompts. This one was double up on 2 prompts, and I am going to combine this with the one you just saw, which is person on the cover. So I will be doing In the Weeds for this one as well. All right, we are on roll 4 of 6 now. We have a 7, which is TBR Vet. Roll 4 gave me TBR Vet. This one has not been on my TBR for quite as long as some other books, but it is part of my spring TBR, so I do really want to get it read, and it is over a year old. That is The Husbands by Holly Gramazio. I know this came out last year, April 2024 to be precise, but again, this is on my spring TBR. I really want to get it read, so I'm going to go ahead and count it as a TBR Vet. All right, moving on to roll 5. We have a 7. And that is a book for a vlog. I got that last month. Roll 5 landed me on vlog. This is always a very helpful spot. I am going to put my buzzword pick in here for this prompt because I do film my buzzword challenge. So I will be reading Cracked Up to Be by Courtney Summers. The buzzword is to TO or TOO, and Cracked Up to Be obviously has 2 in the title. This one is also something that would have qualified for TBR Vet because this one has been on my TBR for a very, very, very long time, but now is going to be the time we finally cross it off. I'm hoping I will enjoy it. Courtney Summers is kind of hit or miss for me, if I'm being honest, so we'll see where this one falls. Okay, and what will hopefully be the final roll, roll 6. Yes, it is. That is a 10. And we have seasonal. I have not landed on that yet so far, so that's exciting. And roll 6 landed me on seasonal. This is to pick a book from my seasonal TBR. I've mentioned my spring TBR a couple of times already in this video. I'll link that up above, but basically I have a list of 8 books that I would like to read during the season of spring. We're gonna go with the most obvious one because this one actually has spring in the title, and that is going to be Peach Blossom Spring by Melissa Fu. This is a historical fiction book that I'm really excited to read. It's kind of multi-generational, and I tend to have really good luck with those, and tell me this is not the perfect book for spring. It says it, and it has cherry blossoms on the cover. So that is the one we're going to go with, and that will be the final book on my May TBR. So this was a very nice monthly TBR. Obviously, I will also have Cracked Up to Be, but I do not have a physical copy of that. I will be getting it from the library. But I am very excited about this. I am particularly excited about only having 5 books because I have a number of holds that are supposed to come in off Libby like within the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of run through those to let you know the other things that I'm aiming to read in May. I'm hoping this will be a good reading month and I can check some of these holds off. I've been pushing a couple of them back just because I haven't had time to read them. So hopefully May will be the month, but let's go ahead and go through those. So books that I know I'm probably going to be getting my hands on include Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, which I'm a little nervous to read because I haven't heard fabulous things about this one by some people. Some people have really liked it. I've always had good luck with Emily Henry, except for People We Meet on Vacation. I did not like that one, so we'll see about this one, but that one is also supposed to come to me in May. Then we have Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping by Jessie Q Satanto, which is also supposed to come due for me. The 7-Year Slip is another one. This one is on my 12 in 2025, so I could check off one of those with this book. And this one I have been pushing back for like months, so perhaps May will be the time that I finally read it. And the final one is The Buffalo Hunter Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. So those are the holds that I literally have like coming due, and that is why I wanted a smaller TBR. So thankfully we made that work with the rolls, and hopefully I can get all of those read as well. I also do need to read the Literally Dead book club pick for May, but the book that is chosen for that is called Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang by Kylie Lee Baker. Now this one I am not sure if I'm going to get the hold in on time or not. This says the library's only ordered 1 copy, and there are 4 of us waiting. I'm the last one. So it says it's going to take like 9 weeks, but if they get multiple copies, that could obviously come down. So this may not get read in May, and I may have to carry it over, which I hate doing with the Literally Dead book club picks, because then I can't do the live show like when it airs, but we'll kind of play that by ear and see how that goes. But that one I also would hopefully like to read in May. And then the final one is the Buzz cover book, which is Eat the Ones You Love, and I cannot remember who wrote that, but you're looking at the cover right here because the Buzz cover prompt is eyes on the cover, and obviously this one has a very prominent eye. This was supposed to be the Literally Dead book club pick, but she had to change it because I don't think everyone has access to it yet. So those are all of the books that I would really like to get to. I also want to participate in the next round of the Final Book Support Group, which is hosted by Steph over at Steph Loves. The goal of that is to read series books, so I have some series books on my radar. So May is probably going to be a busy reading month, which is why I am very glad that I only have to do 5 books for my TBR, and I'm able to check off some goals with these books as well. So there you go. Let's go ahead and do a very quick recap and then close out this video. So my picks on my May TBR are Finley Donovan Digs Her Own Grave, In the Weeds, The Husbands, Cracked Up to Be, and Peach Blossom Spring. So I'm very excited about all of these. Hopefully this will be a good reading month, as I have already mentioned. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me. If you made it to the end of this video and would like to leave me an emoji to show that you were here, you can go ahead and leave me a flower emoji, just for the fact that I was able to fit 3 books from my spring TBR onto May's TBR. And I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.